Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more of the meta. So I want to go ahead and show you some online ranked gameplay against an opponent that had a fairly good offense. He actually hit some unique plays he was running when he was down by 2 possessions in the second half. A defense I'm going to start labbing a little bit more, and I've been noticing him getting some stops. I had a previous gameplay that I actually recorded where I got like 3 different stops against an opponent, and he was just making bad progressions and reads, but the quality was really bad. So I just wanted to share with you that I've been working on this Patriots playbook is a new playbook I've been running on defense, and it's just about getting at least 1 or 2 stops. It's hard in this game if you run into somebody that actually plays it enough that they're going to be able to get a stop. So just out of curiosity, guys, share with me what playbooks you guys are using on defense. What's your favorite formation, favorite play? Go ahead and comment down below, and we'll take a look at those. Anytime I see any kind of a heavy set, 2 tight end sets or stuff like that, or bunch sets, usually what I like to do is I just like to jump into just a cover 4, 61 defense, defense. Just to get a feel for what my opponent does. And now I know this guy is willing to run the ball. And what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and jump into this 3-3 odd. I like this just because it's got a lot of zone coverage type coverages. I go ahead and set this up because he's got a tight formation where I'm actually going ahead and matting up those inside wide receivers. I'm usering over the middle of the field, and I've got a 3 high shell to protect against deep passes. Hits me with a simple mesh concept. And he finds the gap. I had to carry with the 1 defender or 1 wide receiver. He finds the other wide receiver. So I have to say about this guy, for the most part, this guy made really ice code reads. He was able to scan the field pretty successfully. So getting a stop against an opponent that plays like this is really difficult, just because they understand how to make progressions and reads, and they can see pretty much the rest of the field. So I quickly jump into cover 9 to switch things up against him. I've got a QB contain. And he finds leverage. I've got 2 defenders out here, but he's got outside leverage. And one of the things when you're playing with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, he's going to get those passes off and get an easy completion. So that was actually a pretty good read by him. He's still, once again, just using different variations of mesh spot, but he's very difficult. So now I go ahead and jump into cover 2. And this is just an inverted cover 2 type coverage, so it's not necessarily the best type of cover 2. But I wanted to see how he reads cover 2, because my goal is to use cover 2 a little bit later on in the game. And right here, he hits me with a corner route, and just look at this opening. So I've got a flat guy out here, but this guy's playing a deep half. He's not playing a deep third. And as a result, this is going to be more wide open. I had to protect against the middle of the field because that was my pass responsibility. In this type of situation, I should be switch sticking back to this, but I'm just an old school guy that just uses the 1 guy only and don't really click on or make that adjustment. So that's a pass responsibility that I have to go ahead and start doing a little bit more often, is doing switch sticks. Especially with cover 2, because you can get yourself in trouble. So I decided to go ahead and use an aggressive man blitz. These guys are coming in. I'm down here in the middle of the field, just kind of jumbling things up. He's got a little crossing route in the backside. He reads it and gets a nice little completion. So he just basically dissected and carved up my entire defense the entire time. So we're going to jump into the next series right now. I'm going to go into the over formation, and I think I just stay with just a kind of a simple, I go with a cover 2 type coverage right here, and I flip off my 1 guy right here. Pressure comes off the edge, and he throws right underneath. So he had like a dragging route, he had an angle route, and then had a clear out route. And this guy is not sitting with the ball real quick. He's not holding onto the ball, waiting for things to develop. He's just checking down and taking whatever he wants. His running back was driving me nuts. His running back was completely on top of it. So you could see he was basically using plays pretty much stock. Right here, I go ahead once again, jump into cover 2, just to see what he gets field. And I'm going to start playing these outside corners. There's other YouTube channels out there. The guy's been having pretty good success with cover 2. And once again, it doesn't make a difference if your guy drives against you, but if you get someone to make a mistake and you get a turnover, that's the most important thing. So I'm going to play this guy right here. I'm going to split the difference, kind of pull my defender in, make sure that he can't get behind me, and then I should be coming down and driving this route. So he actually had kind of like a streak route, and then he had a route that's coming underneath it. and I don't pull myself down quick enough in that type of situation. He gets rid of the ball and makes a good decision right there and actually drops it into the zone. So second and goal situation. Now I go ahead and jump this, play this hard flat type of coverage, and he checks it down to the other side, just basically with a trips formation, which is levels, and it actually hits the backside right there with that one route underneath. So he's just driving right now and having a very easy time. But take a look at the time that he's got left. He's got 22 seconds left. He's got a couple timeouts left. I'm kind of like in a situation where I can't give anything up over the top. Got to make sure that he stays underneath and keeps the ball in the field. So I press my guys down, go over the top coverage. I think I'm playing the sticks. So my guys are actually going over the top, playing the sticks. And look at this. He had a streak and a corner route underneath it. And this guy had a hole right there. But luckily for me, my defender was able to go and play that and knock that ball out. But that could have been a situation where this guy could have got, basically a first and goal situation right there with that corner, whatever play he actually had set up for that. So I decided to switch things up a little bit. I go with a Willie defense, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, sometimes you're going to get a quick little out. You're going to get out leverage right here. So since I've got the wide side of the field, I'm going to go ahead and take my defender and put him into a hard flat, forcing anybody to go ahead. If they're going to throw anything, it's going to go into my area right here. And I've got the box cover 4 shell on this back side against this trips formation. So I've got manned up guys with Willie. I'm going to go ahead and have a guy slide out to the flat. So you can see this defender goes out to the flat. He was out positioned because I had a defender out there. And I'm basically going to go ahead and track anything that's coming across the field. And he actually throws this backside corner, and fortunately for me, I've got a good defensive back over there that knocks the ball out. So I've got him down to basically 3 plays. He's going to have 2 shots in the end zone and essentially the opportunity to take a field goal, but he's not going to have a lot of time. So right here, I think I jump once again into, let's see what I do. I think I take a man. Okay, so this is where I go for a man blitz. I got a little bit aggressive. I don't have success doing man blitzes. I really don't. Most situations, I don't really have great success with it. He actually hits me with a corner route, which is just a simple bench concept. Hits that, gets a completion. 7 seconds left. He's basically in a 13-yard line. And I think I just go with a total flood defense. So right here, I go with cover 2, and I'm playing sticks. So these guys are going to be playing right here at this line with my zones, and I've got 2 high safeties over the top. If he could get into the middle of the field or basically go ahead and do a corner route, he can. This corner route would probably have been the right read if he would have read that a little bit, but you can see he's rolling out, and I think I had a QB contain going on right here. And we're just kind of working his way over. He checks it down with his wide receiver, and he takes it down to with 1 second left. So a smart player, and this is why this guy's a smart player, he's getting the ball in the second half. So he's going to give an opportunity for a possession. He goes for the field goal. That's a smart decision offensively. There's no reason to give up an opportunity in points because basically what he's doing is giving an opportunity to go up by possession if he doesn't take the points in this type of situation because he's getting the ball in the second half. So he wasn't stupid in the sense that he basically took his possession. So here we go. Second half. He's got his opportunity to go up by possession and go up in the score. I'd go ahead and jump into basically it's like a bear front, and I man up these guys right here, and I've got flats out here, and I have to use this area, but he exposes essentially the weakness of this particular front. He's got a drag going on the backside. He's got this guy going out. I've got this guy bracketed. This guy's useless because what he was doing, he was running bench like so. He had a little hitch route, but he actually took his one guy and actually dragged him on the backside. So he was flooding and had a little crossing route that actually was taking that out. So it was a really good, unique setup that he played bench. But you can see I'm carrying with these guys, but he's got this guy right here on his own little island, and he checks it down. and he's able to go pick up my major yards because I completely whiffed on my tackle. I do have my tackling on aggressive, just because if it gives me a turnover, I'll take it, because it's just so hard to get turnovers in this game. So right here, I think I jump into the edge blitz again. I go into the edge blitz 3 with the anticipation to do this. He quick snaps mesh, and he sees, I think he's seen the ball on the backside. So this guy's basically just destroying me with most common plays. He's playing mesh, bench, you know, nothing really complex about this guy's offense. Goes back to deuce close again. Is a gun deuce close. So I think what I did is I jumped into 3-3 odd, and the play I'm going to run right here is going to be the LB crossers 2, with the anticipation that I've got to go ahead and play that running back route, because he's going to go ahead and try to hit me with that running back route. Now once again, it's the same setup as previously. I'm going to hard flat my guys. I'm going to man these guys up. So what I want to do is I'm going to put hard flats for these guys out, man up these guys, and I'm going to let his tight end to beat me, but I'm going to go ahead and take my rec hook and actually go ahead and play down against that running back. He hits me with mesh as a change-up. So this is locked up. This is locked up. This is essentially locked up. I've got a middle third, but I didn't carry with this route right here. He waits, sees it's opening up, and he gets rid of the ball. Actually makes a really good read. So he was blending in mesh and bench against me. Just real simplistic, you know, offense. It was very difficult to stop because this guy would read the field correctly and make good decisions. So right here, I go ahead and jump into cover 9. He goes into a screenplay, which is always a play that's really annoying to stop if you're not prepared for, especially if you're in zone coverage. And it is a very difficult play to stop. I go into cover 4, play hard flats. Here's the adjustment of the game that really changes everything for him. Play hard flats. I'm going to go out. He's got basically this route going over the top. He's got this other route going over the top. He's got this route in cover top, and he's got a little dragger going off to the right. I'm trying to look for anything cutting over the middle of the field. He throws back, and he didn't see my defender right here. So he tried to go ahead and peek back to this route right here. My defender goes ahead and catches it. I get the turnover that basically changes the tide of this game and basically puts me in a situation where I'm in the driver's seat. Going up in 2 possessions in the second half basically puts you in a situation where you're going to win a game against your opponent. Now he jumps into single back deuce close, and I'm in the nickel wide. We're going to jump out of the nickel wide and kind of go back into, you know, if I'm playing against the deuce close, I'm going to go ahead and use these crossfire blitz and try to take away the flats and user that little running back area. So once again, I'm going to man up the defenders on the outside wide receivers. He quick snaps me, and I don't think I really get it set up too well. This is actually locked up. I've got this guy locked up. I've got this guy locked up. Corner coming around, and he's got some kind of a bunch going on right here with these 2 wide receivers. And you can see he actually takes a shot right there with bracketed coverage. Ball gets knocked out. He actually tries to hit that corner out. So the way he was running bench was dragging up that backside receiver and then having that running back settle and just really stretching defense. And this is where he got unique. He goes into Hail Mary play as his offense, and I think this is where I jump into the nickel wide just to try to change things up against this guy. So now right here I just go in a single mug, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to give anything over the top. So jump out of a cover 3. I'm just doing over the top coverage. I'm playing the middle of the field, and essentially what he was doing is he was just kind of throwing these guys out, and he was taking the running back going to the long side of the field. And because I'm playing over the top coverage, these guys have to all carry over the top and basically have to check down with the running back. So you can see how these guys are all over the top. I can't allow this guy to hit me up for huge plays. And he was just checking down to the running back underneath. And right here, I don't know why he didn't run out of bounds. That was the most boneheaded thing that he did, was trying to cut back in. That was just a bad decision. So he no huddles. I go into quarters. And basically go ahead and play the sticks over the top coverage. He checks down. I got a defender out there in the flat. He makes a good move. Should be running out of bounds, but he basically couldn't get out. No huddles again. Jump back into quarters. Playing over the top. Playing the sticks. using this guy right here, trying to track the running back. So you can see now I'm tracking the running back, knowing what he's doing. He only picks up 4 yards. He's running out of time right now, but he's using his Hail Mary offense. And as a result, I go ahead and jump into quarters once again. I got to go ahead and track the running back. Right here, the running back is trying to cut out. And I think I get myself slightly out of position. Yeah, I get myself slightly out of position, go the different way. But that's why I've got that other guy in the flat over there to try to protect from him going to the sideline. So once again, goes ahead, no huddles, trying to get another play off. I'm playing the sticks, playing over the top. I can't give everything over the top. He wants to keep checking it down. That's fine. It's his clock. Here's what I did is I took this guy, put him into a flat defender, making sure that there's another guy out there. And what he did is he took his running back, moved it to the backside, and took another guy and actually slid him underneath. So he was actually trying to go ahead and get me on the backside right there. And right here, he actually gets a little completion. I actually checked in my guys to, clicked in my guys to actually go after the quarterback because he pretty much had all day. And right here, Worthy is breaking tackles. This wide receiver Worthy is really, really good in the game. Breaks tackles, he's got the speed. So he's using goalpost Hail Mary, and he's basically just doing stuff underneath. So it's one of the more unique offenses that I see. So here's where I jump into wide. I come out of the Tampa 2 is my base coverage. I'm going to play an outside defender to see if I can catch this guy off. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I protect the middle of the field. So I'm going to put this one defender here. It's got QB contained, so if he goes to the outside, these guys are going to release and go to the outside. But these guys are going to play the sticks. And I'm going to use the middle of the field. Usually I'll try to play the outside defender, but I just don't. Okay, actually what I did is I usered the lineman just to kind of scrape off. And right here, running back is going to the outside. I'm playing over the middle of the field. And I think he does go back to the running back, but I've got a corner out there to actually go ahead and tackle him. Another defender to go out there and tackle him. So I keep him in bounds, and right now I'm just working basically this Tampa 2. So I go ahead, set this up. I think I've got a QB contain going on. Right here, he's trying to go across the field. You can see everything is pretty much locked up. And I get a nice little block shed and a sack for a 3rd and 18 situation. So I'm in a driver's seat right now because he's got to move the ball. He's got to score twice. In this type of situation, he could take a field goal if he gets into a 4th down situation. But for the most part, he's got to score. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and put this guy into a deep 3rd. I'm only going to rush 3 with a contain. I'm going to take these guys and make them play at the sticks and tempt him to hit these deep corners with all that yardage, or try to hit the seams, which he's not going to do. But he can't hit anything underneath. So set this up. QB contains, playing the sticks. I'm going to user the defender right here. He actually tries to take a shot into the hole, into the seam. I'm able to get an interception against this guy because I get a timely sack against him and put him in a situation where he can't really work the ball against me. So fortunately for me, that was pretty much it. After that happened, he basically realized this game was iced. I could chew the clock against him. He didn't have any time left over. So once again, guys, I want to thank you for watching my videos. Just showing you some of the defensive adjustments I'm making. I'm going to probably start rolling strictly with the Patriots playbook. I'm going to start working this cover 2 scheme and try to give you some more gameplay of me getting stops with it. So once again, thank you for your support. Until next time.